That sign makes perfect sense. Because the beach is really, this was not clickbait. The beach is truly broken. Okay, so it is about 6 a.m. We're going on an adventure, and if you guys can remember, I gotta be quiet in this hotel. These were like the old days, getting up early after a long day yesterday. It's gonna be an even longer day today. 6 a.m., we're going to a really cool beach. I've seen it in everyone's Instagram. Now I gotta see if it's real. 6 a.m., and you are coming with me. Let's go. You hear that? It's like just the sound of nature. I think that's all we need sometimes. It's all we need sometimes. And one little hack that I've kind of told you before, not sure if you remember, but everyone always sometimes complains about they go to places and it's just full of tourists. Now I know there's not tourists here because of everything that's going on in the world, or the fear of everything that's going on in the world, but one thing I realized is you just need to think how the tourists think and do the opposite. So eat your breakfast earlier and maybe go to lunch later, or go to lunch earlier. Go to the tourist attractions when people don't want to go, or just scratch all that and just do everything starting around 4:30 a.m. A little hack that I learned. But now, get on the scooter and we are off on an adventure. It's an early morning culture. Such an early morning culture. It's probably just a little after 6 and people are out, up, and it's really almost like the culture here, because it's not, I haven't really seen any tourists this morning, all locals. A good taste of being out of Canggu. Say it's like super peaceful. I was listening to music and always I cut my headphones off certain parts so I can just hear it. Like when I'm at the beach, I'll cut my headphones off for a little bit just so I can hear the nature, then go back in like my zone. But here, whoa. Here it's super quiet and peaceful. Like it is all nature. And locals looking at me. I must say on this drive, I've seen some pretty interesting things. First of all, a lot of nature, a lot of locals. Haven't seen a tourist yet. I've seen dogs, I've seen chickens. I've seen chickens with dogs. I've seen dogs eating chickens. Just reminded me so much that to always pay attention on the journey. We get so caught up in our destination of where we're going. My eyes are watering, I know. It's a little bit cold in the morning. I mean, cold, I'm wearing flip-flops and everything. But yeah, a lot of the entertainment, a lot of the lessons, most of them, they all come on the way to the destination. Remember that, Luke. I'm just talking to myself. Tad bit lost. I'm looking at this map. Looks like it's been here for a very long time, and it is not correct. And I've seen this map a little bit before as well. We're definitely not there. But to give you a heads up, we're going to one of these. One of those. I'm just trying to take a pause right here can see the sun, but you can also see Mama Bali. Mama Bali right there. She sees me even when I'm here. She's always watching us. She's been calling you for a long time to come here. By the way, she'll let you know. She told me to tell you. What? We have made it officially. Welcome to Broken Beach. Wow. Okay, so we have parked good old scooter. That was a very shaky ride, and this place is next level. Next level. And these guys are doing it all one-handed. I was struggling with two hands. Huh. Buggy! Buggy! Yep, that warning sign makes plenty of sense. Plenty of sense. But wow, look at the power of the water here. Like the power of the water. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Goodness. Wow. You know, I guess the real like wow factor for me is there's nobody here. Like there's not a single tourist here. And I can see how this place would have been packed. I can't even imagine. Some of you have already been here. And I mean, it is early. It is before 7 a.m. But I mean, wow. I mean, you got the sun, I mean, can you believe this? And the crazy thing is, I don't even know how they would get you if you happen to fall in there. I have no idea how they would even get you. Look at that. Pagi. Bagabar. Pecik-pecik.
Bahasa Bali ya.
Little. Wow. I guess it really just blows my mind. No one's here. Like, how do you have a place like this so beautiful and no one's here? I mean, I know people aren't here, but nobody's here. Wow, here we go. And it's interesting because you think those waves were powerful down there. These ones over here look like they are, I mean, they're hitting those rocks hard. And you might not be able to see with my camera, but kind of off in the distance, there's a bunch of kids playing, it looks like, cows grazing. A lot going on. But I'm sure this is what you think of kind of when you think of Bali. You know, Canggu, like I say, is not Bali. Don't get confused. Canggu's not Bali. No offense, it's just really different. Here is, just gotta always check for snakes when you go across the grass here. Here shows you kind of the power of the power of nature. Like, I'm a fan of things that were almost like just created by nature. And actually, I want to say I saw some huge waves splash up here, depending on how hard the water hits. But because I see water up here, which only could mean that the water came up here because it was splashed up here. But we're gonna try and, I feel like maybe one of those places you probably shouldn't come alone, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, that's as close as I'm getting to the edge. That is, there's no getting out of that. Those waves are massively huge. You know, and even as I'm here and I've been here for a few minutes just kind of looking in awe, the waves out here are no joke. And you know, this has been around the whole time. I've been in Bali for almost a year and a half, and as I've been here, this place has existed the whole time. And I'm like, I've never been here. And I get to a moment like here, like, why didn't I come here sooner? And I don't have any regrets at all. Like, I'm so happy I waited till right now to come here. Even though there was that pressure, and I talked about it yesterday a little bit, there was this pressure like, you're here, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I always tell people, I really go to where I feel led to go, and I move in the direction that I'm usually pulled to move in. Not pushed to move in, not talked into I need to go see it, or I'm forced to have to go see it. And I've realized that when I've done it like that, it's brought me such a peace of mind and such a natural state. I kind of let my natural state of curiosity, and something that I recommend to all of you to almost do the same. You'll be surprised where curiosity takes you. Now, of course, in a safe way. Like, I'm curious of what it looks like over this cliff, but I'm not gonna jump over there. I mean, that's not what I mean by it. But I mean of just letting the curiosity that you have for just wanting to know cultures or whatever it is, because all of you say you want to travel, but that's not the truth. Traveling brings you a feeling. Traveling gives you some kind of opportunity. Traveling does something internally to you, and that's what you're actually seeking. And I've realized that when I've traveled, when I've tried to force it, or I've tried to see it just because someone said it's on the top 10 list of things I need to see, and I'd go and arrive in these countries with these top 10 things to see, and I'd go see it, and I'd follow the herd of tourists with my map and looking down, and I was like, there has to be a different way to do it. You know, and I think that when you go to where you're pulled, where you're led to go, and you just kind of enjoy and just, you take that pressure off yourself. I guess I'm a huge fan of taking pressure off myself when I'm doing different things. Like, going to where you're led to do takes that pressure off. Like, what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? It's kind of like, well, I got here, there's no plan, just looking at the beach, enjoying myself, and there's no pressure. When you get that pressure of like, what's next, what's next, what's next, you kind of find yourself missing the moment. And I think that life comes down to magical moments, and magical moments are only created in the present. The second you leave the present, you're out of the moment. And when you go back to look back on these magic moments, they're not there because you weren't present in the moments. We only can truly, in my hallucination, believe that you only can remember moments when you're presently there. And yeah, I guess on that note, gonna maybe do a little bit more exploring here. I saw some things on the other side where I came in at, so we're gonna, well, for me, I'm gonna have to walk all the way around. But for you, it's as simple as this. And like all you guys who always ask me about coconuts, they're that easy to find. Now going off the beaten path, as I always think when you travel you should. It's a must to go off the beaten path. That's where you find the things that you don't read about or hear about or see in travel guides. They're all found off the beaten path. And one thing I love about the Balinese is how they all work together, because they do things so old-fashioned. So you can see all these people behind me. I don't know if you can see them, but they're all bringing like sticks and stuff. They're probably working on some project, but they all work together to do it. And actually I can see down there, all of them, probably about 60 or 70 of them, all working together to do something. No idea what. But they all work together to do it. So one thing I love most when it comes to Bali, when it comes to being here, it's the community. that these people have. It's something I've never seen, like I've never seen in any other country, ever. The community they have to work together, to come together, and it's part of their culture. So it's not that they ever have to force it or say, hey, we should eat together or we should do this together like we have to do in Western society. I think we have to wait till the holidays to come home. We're here, I mean, it seems like they're just always together doing things. I love that. And on that note, this is as close as I'm getting to this cliff. But I had to show you. And for me, it's little adventures like this. Little small adventures. It's not the huge ones. It's never the big adventures. It's never the get on a flight, go 18 hours. It's the, where can I go that's an hour from my house? Where can I go that's 2 hours away? Where's a place I haven't seen? You know, a lot of you all see me here traveling and see me in this area like, whoa, Sky, I want to get on a flight and go to Bali, which is understandable, and you should. Especially when things clear up. Definitely should. More importantly, just that curiosity. That curiosity, I've realized, I heard someone, I went to a going away dinner yesterday and or 2 nights ago, and one of the guys was a really good friend of mine. We all went around and said things that we were grateful for in ourselves, what we love most about ourselves. And me, I said, you know, I love my ability to just connect with people and to just to care so much about humans and other people and literally other living things. But someone else stood up, and a good friend of mine, and he said, you know, one thing that he really loves most about himself is curiosity. He said his curiosity has led him down some crazy paths. I think he said 7 out of 10 times they're amazing experiences. And as he spoke, I was like, that's at the deeper core for me. I'd have to say that is that thing that I love most about myself, and that's what allows me to stay here and stay sharing and bringing you guys along, because I'm so curious. I'm so curious, and I just assume that everyone else is curious just like me. That's why. And when you're curious, of course you want to go and meet new people. When you're curious, of course you want to go out and see the world and have new experiences and meet new people and build deeper bonds with people. And I feel like at the deeper part of it for me was that curiosity. That curiosity of other people, that curiosity, I'm curious about you. Like, I'm curious what you think about this video. I'm curious to think of how your experience is gonna be when you come here. I'm curious to think about, if I tell you this, then you can use this as a guide to be like, okay, Luke said this, so maybe I can implement a little bit of that. So I realize it's that curiosity. That curiosity is what drives me, I believe. That curiosity, and then you add the love for people in there, and you got yourself a nice little mix. Selamat pagi. Apa kabar? You have Kalapa? Yeah? You have cold? Yeah. And what better way to finish all that than to support the locals and support myself internally with a nice cold Kalapa, or coconut in English. And what's your name? Nama?
Nama Ibu Eka.
Iblaka.
Ibu Eka.
Ibu Eka.
Yes.
Ah, Ibu Eka. Okay. Nama saya beli gede. A little. I speak little. One thing I always have to do is I have to check the chairs, because here in Asia everything's so much smaller and people are so much lighter that I'm like 3 times the size and weight, and I can't tell you how many times I've sat in a chair and the chair snapped. So always do a chair check. If you're over 180 pounds here, you're considered a giant, so do a chair check. But now to finish off this episode the right way. Suksama. And now on that note, they give you the spoon and the straw. I usually don't use a straw, but I forgot to say. And you use the spoon to scoop out the meat that's in the coconut. Suksama. The meat in the coconut, that would be like, if you haven't been to Asia, then you probably haven't seen these kind of coconut. The meat like this. I don't like it too much, but some people love it. But on the note, got the coconut. That's how you need to finish when you come here, or finish any day in Bali, or anywhere in Asia. Anywhere you can get a coconut, you should finish the day like that. But I ended the vlog in a different place in here, so we're gonna go back to our end of the vlog, and end the vlog there while I finish the coconut. Yeah. And I honestly couldn't think of a better place to bring you back to end the vlog than right here at the top of Broken Beach, where you have just nature at its most powerful natural self, with the sun right here creating that. I mean, can you see that? Can't think of a better place to bring you back to end the vlog, saying thank you for being here, thank you for coming along with me, all of you guys who are leaving me comments, questions, you guys who are reaching out to me for coaching, for just advice on coming to Bali, for meetups, all these things. I thank you all so much. I'm trying to get back to everyone at my own energetic pace, and it's moments like this that I'm so glad to bring you here with me. And on that note, from here at Broken Beach, thank you for coming along on the early morning journey, and I'll speak to you guys all later. And in the meantime, everyone, please, please always remember to work hard, be brave. I was gonna pull my sunglasses down and be cool. They're in my pocket. Everyone, in the meantime, hold on. In the meantime, always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.